Hi, Sandy. I'm taking a look at this. This looks really good. Really impressed with how this is looking. One thing I did notice, so if I did notice that your document is not set up to 20 by 20. So if we go into week 1 to the project worksheet, which is what I had pulled up here in Brightspace, I wanted it to be a 20 by 20 inch, and I think you have it set to 10 by 10 right now. It looks like you do have all your colors in CMYK, so that's good. But I don't know how many colors you're actually using in your document. I wanted you to construct a color group in your swatches with the colors that you want to use. And black and white count as colors. So those are a couple things we need to work on, the canvas size and then the color group, the custom color group with all the colors that you're using in your mural. I think you have, like most other things, looking pretty good in here though. As far as, I don't think you'll have to print, which is good, but you'll have to get your AI file in by before 6 p.m. on the 21st. So let's go into your file one more time. I'll show you how to change the document size. So if we do File, Document Setup, and you might have a PC, so you might have to go into like Illustrator, but I think it should be File, Document Setup. And then let's do Edit Artboards here. It's like this little thing here. And we can actually make this up in this space here, 20 by 20. And that will actually, if we push return to make it stick, changing these 20 to 20. And then we can do a Command 0 to kind of zero it out. And then just go on the selection tool after that. Then we can see how kind of how small your design is on the actual artboard. So we can actually just do like a click and drag to select everything and then use this free transform tool to actually size this up so that it's filling in our canvas. Oops. We want to push shift as we do that, sorry, because if you don't push shift, like, it will not preserve the proportions that you want it to have. So we want to make sure, and just make sure to, oops, I'm not pushing shift. Make sure you push shift, and drag from the corner is always kind of a good idea too when you're resizing. And we're using this, it's called the free transform tool. And just remember to push shift, drag from the corner is always a good idea. And get it to be a pretty, not so it's coming out of the canvas, but you know, so that it's filling in your canvas like pretty well. Let's see, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. And then so we'll just kind of zoom out, make sure everything is looking pretty centered. So I would say, you know, edit your artboard size to be 20 by 20 by going into File, you know, Document Setup, and then changing it up here in this upper bar. And then size up your mural. And then over here, you might not have it open. You might have to go to Essentials Classic. You can also do a reset of Essentials Classic to get the Properties panel to show up. Also, you can find panels individually within the window, so you can check that on or off. When it's checked on, that means that it's in your, it should be open. But I don't think I have my swatches, so if I want to open that up, I can do that, or I can just press it here. So my swatches panel is the swatches panel is pretty important. It looks like you might have a couple of your colors added here. I don't know if that's the same teal. That looks more blue, but this almost looks like the yellow you used. But anyways, to create that custom group, just create a group and say, you know, mural colors. Push OK. And so we have that started. I think it automatically put in, or no, wait, this is the one that I opened. You do have a couple things. Oh, okay, it looks like you do have these named. But I want them all in the same group. So, I mean, if these are the colors that you're using, you can quickly drag them into the mural color folder. And you can delete these if you want. So let's see, this red color, make sure, you know, if you want to bring it over, you can click on the shape of the color and then, you know, make sure this is on top. You can toggle easily between the stroke color, which is the outline color, or the fill color, and then you can open up your swatches, and for some reason that, oops, sorry, For some reason that closed on me, and then we can drag that over just to make double sure. And I might just delete this one just because I'm not sure if it's exactly the right mix. And then I can do that with this teal color. Just bring that over. I don't know if this is, oops, see, that is definitely more blue. And then, you know, say I want to bring over this. If you have a PC, I think you can do like a control click on the swatch. I'm going to make this a little bigger. You can actually do like a control click on the swatch or like a right click on the swatch and put like add to swatches, I believe. But I think you should also just be able to drag it over like I am too. I have a Macintosh, so my program might look a little different than yours unless you have a Macintosh. So yeah, I would suggest doing that with every single color that you're using. You might have to use the this selection tool instead of the black one to select some of the shapes that are actually grouped together. So yeah, just go in there and make your custom color group as well, and then change the size of your canvas. I think everything else is looking pretty good here. I didn't see anything that is totally sticking out to me. One other suggestion, you know, you could potentially add in text underneath here that would overlap, maybe a script, a bolder script font. I guess the main thing is like I'm not quite sure what CFC means. And so people looking at this, some people might know, but some people might not. So maybe it's like champion bull or something, or like kind of explain a little bit what the message that you're trying to get across to everybody. That might help a little bit. And even like, I mean, I would actually work on this color scheme a little bit more. I mean, maybe these are colors that symbolize something to you, and that's why you went with them. But like, maybe try going online and just looking up like color schemes and go into images and like look through some of these. I was actually kind of envisioning something maybe like really bright, like super bright. Like maybe we could look up bright color schemes. Like here's some brighter ones. I mean, you could go with something like this. There was a summer, the summer one might be good. So anyway, like you might find some different color schemes online, and just like say you like this one, so we just do a control or right click on that and then just save image, you know, to your downloads or to your desktop or wherever you want to save it to on your computer, and then go into Illustrator and do a file place. We can really easily, I put it in my documents, or no, I put it in my downloads. So here's my color JPEG thing that I saved. So we could actually bring that in and then actually start sampling from this with the eyedropper tool. So I can change that to like that really crazy chartreuse color. Maybe taking the strokes off of the colors would actually be a good idea. Actually, this is really close to the teal that you're already using. You know, we can change the colors to be bright, bright, bright. You know, like this could be really a cool, super bright design. You know, get rid of some of these blacks and some of these browns and really make this thing pop. Because it's a really good design. But it maybe could use a little bit more. That might be too much color, but I mean, like something along these lines, I guess, is what I was thinking would be maybe nice to see. Maybe not quite so much pink, but you know, it's up to you to find a color scheme that you like and experiment maybe a little bit more with the color. But other than that, I think, you know, I do like the color scheme that you originally had, but I just think you could, I'm doing a Command Z here to bring back your original color schemes. It's maybe more traditional, but I mean, maybe try experimenting with something that's a little brighter and maybe less brown and black, and maybe take those strokes off. Although those aren't too bad. Actually, I don't really mind the strokes that bad, but black and white do count as colors, so I mean, definitely, you know, when you go into your custom color group, you know, remember to bring that black in. and bring in white too if you're using white, which it doesn't look like you are. So anyways, I'll cut it off there because I'm kind of rambling now. But yeah, great job on this, and just keep up the good work, and let me know if you have any questions. You can always text me too if you really need to get a hold of me and have a question. Sometimes that's just the best way to do it. Okay, we'll talk to you later.